punch. Good counter punch. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out. Catch and shoot. Nice stop, but that won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That uppercut. And down goes Fury. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Time for the 5th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
A perfect counter shot. They exchange punches. There's a counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with the hook. The perfect counter lands. Nice counter. Swing and a miss with that hook. Punch, counter punch. Just misses with that uppercut. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They got out of the way of that right hook. Good counter punching. That counter punch caught him clean. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym. And there's the bell for round 6. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
His stamina is off the charts. Nice counter punch. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Deciding to let it all... Did you see that? Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Punch, counter punch. Is he going to punch himself out, though? That counter punch, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about fury in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
It's when you talk about championship.
Here comes round 7. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Beautiful counter shot. Missing with that right hook. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's hold it right there. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That hook won't score. Catch and shoot. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Nobody home with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse.
Round 8, and we're off again. How much is left in their tank after last round?
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Well done with that counter shot. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Good counter punching. They exchange punches. He got out of the way of that right hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. True champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
Don't change too much. Just keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. And now you're switching on.
And there's the bell for round 9. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Swing and a miss with the right hook. Nice counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That jab won't score. There's a counter shot. They exchange punches. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Good counter punching. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, it's round 10. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Can't land that jab. Punch, counter punch. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Tyson Fury in serious trouble. I don't see how he's going to get out of this. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. We didn't know who was going to win, and in the end, no one did win. This fight ends in a draw.
A draw? Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous, the things that were said were ridiculous, but these two fighters were evenly matched, and this is why we've got a draw. One thing is for certain, we're going to do it all over again.